CS2's competitive. Is it even worth playing, or is it still broken? With the release of Counter-Strike 2, Premier has taken the spotlight away from the regular competitive mode, right onto itself. And I suppose it makes sense. Valve has spent so much time on Premier that it makes sense for them to continue focusing on it. However, due to this, regular competitive has been neglected by Valve. At least that's how it feels like. As for the longest time, regular matchmaking was basically pointless to play. You would not rank up or even downrank for that matter. However, Valve decided to do something about this, and with the update from the 26th of June, Counter-Strike finally received some much needed adjustments to its competitive ranks and to the competitive mode. Which was about time, as the release of Counter-Strike 2 was over 300 days ago at the time of recording this video. But how bad was the situation exactly, and how did this update affect ranks overall? Well, for starters, before this specific update, ranks were really stupid for regular competitive. Not only did it feel almost impossible to rank up or even downrank, as I've already mentioned, but everyone was basically stuck in silver. Leetify has some really great statistics for this, which reveals that about 90% or so of the community were stuck in silver hell. Yikes. After yet another rank reset by Valve, did this update actually impact the ranks of players at all? I set aside some time to play Counter-Strike to figure out whether or not there is finally a purpose once again for playing regular competitive, or if it is still absolutely pointless. For the most part, I can confirm that the ranking situation has gotten much better. On average, I ranked around 3 to 4 ranks higher than before this update was released, which is a good sign. To give you a clearer picture on how much those ranks changed, let's make a quick comparison. On Mirage and Inferno, I was Silver Elite Master before the update. After playing a match on both of those maps, one ending in a tie and one ending in a win from my team, I was ranked in Master Guardian 1 on Mirage and Master Guardian 2 on Inferno, despite playing pretty bad. So far so good with the ranks. Nuke is up next, where I once again played only one match, which we also ended up winning. What a lucky streak so far. And I once again went from Silver Elite Master straight to Master Guardian 2. On Ancient, I went from Silver Elite to Master Guardian 1 after just playing one match. For Anubis, I went from Silver Elite Master to Gold Nova 4, which may seem a bit weird at first and kind of out of place. However, on this particular map I played 3 matches, the first 2 of which we lost, and only on the 3rd match I was able to finally secure a win, which I assume resulted in me receiving this particular rank. And for Dust 2, where I was also once again Silver Elite Master before the update, I ended up losing 3 of my 4 placement matches, which resulted in me ranking up only to Gold Nova Master instead. Lastly, we have the brand new maps, which players did not have a rank on beforehand, so I received the following ranks. On Thera, I received Gold Nova 3 after playing around 3 matches, and meanwhile on Mills I somehow ended up getting Gold Nova Master, despite getting a tie in 2 of my 5 placement matches, which is certainly quite interesting. There's also one loss in there as well. Well, and that concludes the maps for me. Sorry for not getting a rank in some of the other maps. I genuinely tried, but I guess it wasn't supposed to happen. And for Vertigo, I just cannot be bothered to play that map. I'm very sorry, I really despise it. Sorry, Mr. Own a Pixel. But what does this actually tell us? Well, this gives the impression that whatever Valve has done has actually fixed ranks for me, as well as making me feel like that these ranks are not really based on your performance during those matches, but rather on the outcome. This can be observed very nicely in some of the results. For those matches where I was able to win the first placement match, I went from Silver Elite Master to Master Guardian 2, as an example on Inferno and Nuke. On Ancient, I was only Silver Elite, which resulted in me getting 1 rank below the other 2 maps. In those instances where I lost the first placement match or ended up getting a tie, the rank was dropped down by 1. As an example, Mirage, the tie resulted in me getting ranked in Master Guardian 1 instead of Master Guardian 2. At least that's how I've kind of viewed the results so far. On Anubis, where I was Silver Elite Master before the update, I ended up losing 2 out of 3 of my placement matches, which also resulted in me dropping down to Gold Nova Master. The only maps where this doesn't seem to add up, however, is Overpass and Dust 2. For those maps, I believe I went from around Silver Elite Master up to only Gold Nova Master, which is still an improvement. So I'm not 100% sure whether or not this assessment is accurate, but based on my limited test results, it still seems to make sense to me. So feel free to share your ranks in the comments down below for the new maps, as well as for the old ones of course. So in general it seems like the ranks have been fixed, but what about ranking up, some of you may wonder. And to that I can say it seems like this feature also works now in CS2, as I recently managed to rank up on Mirage. As an example, I went from Master Guardian 1 to Master Guardian 2, and it only took around 3 wins. The popular streamer Deema also recently managed to reach Supreme Master First Class at the time of writing this script. which I would say confirms that ranks are fixed as well as ranking up. Now, just to be sure about all of this, let's take one last look at some Leetify statistics, which reveals that this wasn't only fixed for me, but seemingly for everyone. The ranks look much better distributed now after the latest update, which finally seemed to have fixed regular competitive. It only took about 300 days or so. So good job, Valve. Thank you. And that already concludes this video. I hope it was informative and enjoyable to watch. A bit of a different style of a video for me. I haven't really written a script for a video like this, so hopefully I still managed to do a decent job at least. Feel free to leave some feedback, that would be very much appreciated. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing, would be very much appreciated as well. And I will see you of course in the next video. Bye guys.